There's something kind of magical about 3D printing, isn't there? It's the closest we've ever gotten to just pure creation, taking an idea that's just rattling around in your head, shaping it on a screen, and then watching a machine bring it into the real world, layer by painstaking layer. Okay, let's dive into this because, as you know, that magical process it has a very messy side.
I mean, this is the dream, right? This is the picture you see online that makes you go, yep, I need a 3D printer. It's perfect. It's intricate. It looks exactly like it did on the computer screen. This right here is the promise, your imagination made real. But for anyone who has actually owned a printer and hit that start button, you already know it doesn't always go quite that smoothly. In fact, let's be honest, a lot of the time it looks a little different.
That's right. See, for every single one of those perfect prints, there is a secret, hidden world of just spectacular fails. It's a world every maker knows intimately, even if we don't always like to post pictures of it. So let's open the doors and welcome to the spaghetti factory. Ah, a true classic. You know the feeling. You walk away for an hour, you're expecting this amazing creation, and you come back to this. It is not a model, it's a bird's nest. A chaotic, colorful, and completely useless festival of filament spaghetti. Or maybe you get this. Now, is it a failed print? Or is it actually a profound statement on the nature of chaos and entropy? I mean, this isn't a mistake. It's an abstract sculpture. I'm calling it Ode to a Clogged Nozzle. And then, oh, there is this beauty, the infamous layer shift. The bottom half is absolutely perfect, and then suddenly the printer just decided to take a hard left. Come on, if you've ever had a 3D printer, I guarantee you have made one of these. It is a rite of passage. But here's the thing, and all joking aside, these failures, they aren't just frustrating moments. They're actually fundamental to the whole process. They're not a bug, they are the process. And the really crucial part is, we have to change how we think about them. This is from the Pacific Science Center's Wall of Failure, and it asks a really simple but powerful question. What if everybody just stopped trying the first time they failed? For scientists, artists, and inventors, their failures were a feature, not a bug. This is the exact mindset we need to get into. Charles Kettering, the legendary inventor, he didn't see failure as the end of the road. No way. He saw it as data. Every single one of those failed prints is just a practice shot. It's information telling you exactly what to try next. And you know what? This idea actually has a name. It's called tinkering. It's this whole mindset that embraces playing and experimenting. It gets that real discovery, the real learning, happens right in the middle of the mess. It's not about following a perfect set of instructions. It's all about figuring things out as you go. Okay, so if we're going to embrace our failures, we should probably get to know them a little better, right? So let's turn to our field guide and spot some of the most common species of fails that you're going to find out there in the wild. All right, first up, we have the escape artist. This is that print that just refuses to stick around. It gets a few layers in, and then it just decides, you know what, I've had enough, and makes a run for it. And the reason for this daring escape? It's all about poor bed adhesion. That very first layer just didn't get a good enough grip on the print's surface. Maybe the bed isn't clean enough, maybe it's not hot enough. Either way, the whole thing just gets knocked loose and you end up with this beautiful mess. Next up in our little guide, the blobby companion. This is when, instead of your print growing on the bed where it's supposed to, a small molten friend starts growing on your extruder nozzle instead. And there it is, in its natural habitat. A tiny piece of the print curls up, it gets caught on the nozzle, and the extruder just keeps feeding melted plastic into this ever-growing blob. It is definitely not the friend you wanted, but hey, it's the one you got. Now this one's a little more subtle, but it is just as frustrating. I call it the underachiever. The print looks like it's trying, it really does, but it just can't quite give you a solid object. You can see all the telltale signs, these weak, almost web-like layers, and all the stringing where there should be solid walls. This is under extrusion, and it's almost always from a nozzle that's partially clogged and just can't push out enough filament. It's a print that's just a ghost of what it was supposed to be. Okay, so you've identified your failure. Now what? Well, this is where the real magic happens. This is the road from that pile of spaghetti to a beautiful masterpiece. This slide right here tells the entire story. On the left,
Another glorious failure. But look, it's not the end. It's step 2, because that mess provided the critical data needed for the perfect print on the right. One literally cannot exist without the other.
And this is it. This is the simple, powerful loop of creation. You design, you print, and yeah, you're probably going to fail, but then you learn from it. You tweak the temperature, you adjust your speed, you add some supports, and then you hit print again. That's the whole game. It's an iterative process. So here's the big takeaway. Stop fighting the failures. Really, stop seeing them as this huge waste of time and plastic. Start seeing them for what they actually are. They're learning. Because every single one of these amazing, colorful, and successful prints, they all have a secret history. They are all standing on a hidden mountain of spaghetti and blobs and layer shifts. They are the final result of tinkering, of learning, and of embracing the mess. So the next time you walk over to your printer and find a catastrophic failure, don't get discouraged. Smile. Pick it up, figure out what went wrong, and then just ask yourself this one simple question. What masterpiece is this failure going to lead me to?